Welcome to another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Lutke, and we're in beautiful downtown Frazee on this fabulous summer day talking to Wendy Stiegel from Guiding Angels. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Well, you know, it's nice to see a new business come in on Main Street here in Frazee, and I really like your sign, and what I'd like to talk to you about, you know, is a little bit about what you do and how you got involved in it and ended up in Frazee, Wendy.
Okay. Well, I am a registered nurse. I have been a registered nurse for about 30 years. Done a lot of nursing homes around the area. I live in Detroit Lakes, but when I was driving through one day, I noticed the sign out there for tax for businesses. And so I called the phone number and I got a hold of John, the administrator here, and it just kind of went from there. I mean, he was so nice and got me this place here. And I started this back in November, and we're certainly growing little by little. And I've always thought of opening my own business. And I figured Frazee was a good place because I wanted to do a 45-mile radius and be able to cover 3 counties. And Frazee kind of sits right in the middle of Wadena County, Otter Tail County, and Becker County. So,
well, I can see that, you know, where we would be a good central location. We've had some other businesses that are looking at coming to Frazee that are talking about the same thing. They aren't in your line of work, though.
Oh.
And now I work with the neighbor-to-neighbor program, mainly Meals on Wheels, and help also take some of the seniors to medical appointments and stuff like that.
Okay.
But some of my friends work with a neighbor-to-neighbor block nursing program.
Okay.
And now, what do you do that's different than what they do?
Okay. Well, my agency is a home health agency where I'm providing skilled nursing services to people in their homes so that they are able to stay in their homes a lot longer instead of going to nursing homes. I do anything from medication setups to diabetic teaching, helping with people who have had surgeries, doing all kinds of ulcer treatments, anything that'll keep them in their homes versus going to a nursing home.
Well, I myself think, you know, it's tremendous. You know, when my father started having medical issues, and this would be back in the 90s, and he was 87 years old, and I was an over-the-road truck driver. My stepmother had passed away several years before, and I actually had to come in off the road, change my lifestyle, and become a part-time caregiver, and then I was able, you know, to hire somebody, but the money that I made while I was working all went to seem to cover the other person. There wasn't that gap there to help.
Yes, and nowadays you can get help from your insurances, from Medica, from medical assistance, Medicare. All those things will help to pay for that. And, you know, your private insurances. If you are so lucky, you can do private pay, too. So.
Well, I think this is a very valuable thing for our area and for the region. And then, Wendy, you know, Guiding Angels is the name of the organization. Yes. And what's your phone number?
It is 218-334-2434.
Okay.
Call me anytime.
All right. And you're located at 101 East Main, 111 East.
111 East Main Avenue in Frazee.
Okay, and I know that your staff is enlarging. I see you have 3 people now.
Yes, I've hired 2 more people, basically to help me do the paperwork because I'm getting a lot of clients now, and I do the home visits so far, and trying to do the home visits and getting all the paper in and the claims in and all that stuff is just too much for me, so I had to hire a couple more people to help. So.
Well, thank you for being on Spotlight on Frazee, Wendy, and thank you for moving to Frazee.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a very nice community. Glad to be here.
And with that, we'll be right back with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Lutke, and I'm down here at the Goose Pond, also sometimes known as the Moose Pond for the scrap iron moose that sits here. And right now, if you look behind me, it kind of looks like a duck pond. We've last few years, Dennis Klug and his wife Eileen have put some tamed ducks of theirs in from out at Weimer Lake, where they live, and have let them forage around the retention pond here. And it's always nice to see people come down and look at the ducks, and pretty soon we're going to be setting up a auto feeder for them. We actually, Jonathan Smith, our city clerk, has purchased a coin-operated dispenser for handfuls of corn. Currently, Don Trigloff and Rod Oswald, plus the Frazee Sportsman's Club, provide feed for the animals, and we have quite a growing flock out here. We have 8 different kinds of ducks out here, including some giant Pekings, some roans, and some blue runners, and I don't know what the rest of them are, but they seem to be fairly happy here. And then we have one muskrat that runs around here and was just stomping across the grass here a little while ago over to one of the feeders. It's always nice to see the birds and see people come down here and watch what the animals are up to. And it's a great thing. And we have actually one of the members of our Sportsman's Club just happened to pull up here right now. We'll probably talk to him here for a second about what the Sportsman's Club have been up to. But we really appreciate the Klug family and Don and Rod for keeping an eye on all the animals here. Come here, Butch. Get right up to the fence here. Rena will get you in the picture. This is Butch Shore, and he's on our board of directors for the Frazee Sportsman's Club. Hi, Butch.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, tremendous. I and the ducks have been having a great time down here already.
I see that. You're looking pretty good there.
Yeah, they're playing in the water, and I just about slipped into it.
Yeah, you'd have got wet.
I would have got wet. And so you know, I know the Frazee Sportsman's Club is always up to a lot of things. I know this year we're partnering with the Perm Sportsman's Club, and we're going to be putting out a bunch of pheasants.
Yeah, they should be coming out in July.
And I know we're still looking for homes for some of these pheasants. These birds will be wetted and ready for field. They're $250 a bird, minimum of 10. And you can call me at 334-2124 if you're interested in purchasing any of these pheasants to go out on your property around the Frazee Perm area. And I know also some of the other projects, you know, that you do. You guys work on the boat launches around here.
Yeah, I guess I got put out. I didn't get there to get help with it this year.
No, but you guys help with Town Lake, the boat launch there and the dock, and also the one at Eagle Lake. These are both maintained by the Sportsman's Club with the help of the city. And then, of course, we have our picnic coming up in August, right?
Yeah, it's in August. I don't know the date right offhand, but it's in August, yeah.
But we will be mentioning that in future episodes when that's coming up, in case you want to come and join. Now, our membership for individuals is $5 for individuals, and is it $10 for family?
$10 for a family, yeah.
So if you're interested in being along to a family organization, contact me, and we can get you involved in the Frazee Sportsman's Club. And with that, we'll catch you for another segment of Spotlight on Frazee next week.